Today we are going to talk about trigonometric functions, or right-angle trigonometry. These include sine, cosine, tangent, cosecant, secant, and cotangent. The three main trigonometric functions, sine, cosine, and tangent, are represented by the acronym SOHCAHTOA. Sine of the angle theta is opposite over hypotenuse, blue over red. Cosine of theta is adjacent over hypotenuse, green over red. And tangent of theta is opposite over adjacent, blue over red. Now there are three other trigonometric functions, cosecant, secant, and cotangent. Cosecant is the reciprocal of sine and is represented as cosecant of theta is hypotenuse over opposite. Secant is the reciprocal of cosine, and this is represented as secant of theta equals hypotenuse over adjacent. Cotangent, which is the reciprocal of tangent, is represented as cotangent of theta is adjacent over opposite. For the example for sine, we're given that the angle theta is 70 degrees. We're given that the distance from Kyle's head to the edge of the blacktop is 9 feet. And we have to figure out Kyle's height. So sine of 70 would be Kyle's height, or opposite, over 9. And then you'd multiply both sides by 9 to get 9 sine of 70 equals Kyle's height, or O. And then that would calculate to be approximately 8.46 feet. Now for the example for cosine, we're given that the distance from Kyle's head to the edge of the shed is 2.3 feet. And the distance from the basketball hoop to the edge of the shed is 5.1 feet, and we have to figure out theta. So cosine of theta would be 2.3 over 5.1. We then use the inverse of cosine times this ratio to figure out theta, which is approximately 63.19 degrees. Now for the example for tangent, we're given that theta is 54 degrees, Kyle's wingspan is 7 feet, and the distance here in blue is the unknown. Now, tangent of 54 would then be the blue distance, or opposite, over 7. So then we would multiply both sides by 7 to get 7 tan 54 equals O, which comes out to approximately 9.63 feet. Now for the examples for cosecant, secant, and cotangent, most calculators don't have these functions on them, so we have to use their reciprocals. Since cosecant of theta is hypotenuse over opposite, we would have to use this reciprocal, which would be sine of theta is opposite over hypotenuse. For secant, since secant of theta is hypotenuse over adjacent, we would again flip this to get cosine of theta is adjacent over hypotenuse. And for cotangent, which is cotangent of theta equals adjacent over opposite, we would have to flip this to get tan of theta is opposite over adjacent.